What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of BS Commentaries. As you all know, that stands for bullshit commentaries because all this podcast is bullshit. So we are doing a really cool movie today. I'm actually joined by Richie, or as he likes to be known, Dicky Poo. What's going on, dude?
Hey, guys, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Ello Dicky Poo. Here on YouTube, I talk about Disney and just movies in general, mostly Disney, in a fun, raunchy, and comedic way. Pleasure to be here, guys.
Definitely. Yeah. And so the first Disney movie that we are doing today is one of my all-time favorites. I have like a top 10 like all-time favorites, but we are doing the classic 1963 Sword in the Stone.
Whew.
And that's a hell of a classic to start off with, by the way.
Oh yeah. And it's one of my favorites too, honestly. I mean, I was always big into like knights in shining armor and all that type of stuff, which weirdly enough, it doesn't really do too much about knights in shining armor. But it's still a good one. I like the magic in it. So the songs are okay.
I think the songs is what put it over. I think really what the songs did was it did put that movie over, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But so anyway, if you guys want to join us in watching this movie, pull up on Disney Plus, pull Sword in the Stone up, or Amazon, or if you have the DVD, pull it up. Go ahead and pull it up. And when we say 3, 2, 1, and go, we are going to click play right here on our Disney Plus, and we are going to start. So, Richie, are you ready?
I'm typing in the word sword. If I Google the word sword, something naughty may come up. So be careful. I type in the word sword. We're gonna make some new friends on this podcast, if you know what I mean. Okay, hold on. Loading. There we go, baby. All right, we're in.
All right, so we are ready. So Sword in the Stone is on your screen.
Yes, sir.
All right, so get ready. So again, when I say 3, 2, 1, we will press play at the same time and the movie will begin. So okay, there we go. Almost lost it for a second. All right, so 3, 2, 1.
Play.
Okay, hold on. You got to pause. Damn it. You got to go back. Shoot.
I got to go back?
Yeah, something happened. Damn it. What the hell happened?
Oh.
I don't know what happened to mine. Hold on a second. For everybody who just pushed play, just go back and rewind. Jesus, I don't know what the hell happened. Mine's okay. Okay, so we're back at the Sword in the Stone screen, right?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay.
I'm at Walt Disney Presents. So I just paused it.
Okay, so here we go. Let me see if it plays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go now. So rewind all the way back to the 0% or the 0.
0. Got it.
Okay, and the screen is black, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Distribution by Buena Vista.
Absolutely.
That was
City of Buena Vista.
So
where Disney World is.
Little fun fact about Buena Vista. So Buena Vista Distribution, for a long time, they really helped make a lot of Walt Disney movies. They helped a lot of Walt Disney's productions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they started working with Walt Disney. If I'm looking at this correctly, they started working with Walt Disney back in the 50s. Looks like the 50s.
Okay. Buena Vista, yeah, mostly did movies in the 50s because I do remember Buena Vista doing things like 1951, which was Alice in Wonderland, and 53, which was Peter Pan. Mm-hmm.
First of all, this is the reason why I love this movie so much is because of the opening credits. Like you don't get. I don't think you get movies like that anymore.
The aesthetic is fantastic. I mean, yes, classic old school movies. getting opening credits is one thing, but also I do love like the tapestry of like the backgrounds where
See,
it is old medieval.
That,
you know.
Oh god, I first of all, I love this fucking one. I love that one.
I didn't know the Sherman Brothers wrote these songs.
Oh, did they? Wait a minute, really?
Yeah, it said Richard and Robert Sherman. Okay, so if you guys don't know, the Sherman Brothers obviously have written some of the greatest Disney songs ever created, like all the ones from Mary Poppins and It's a Small World from Disneyland. So
how the fuck have I never noticed that though?
That's pretty great. I did not know that. I learned something today.
So real quickly, fun factoid about the actors, and I say actors because there were 3 actors who voiced Arthur in this movie.
Yes.
Ricky Sorensen was the first one, and then Richard and Robert Reitherman also played this. Have you ever, like, I don't think there's ever been a movie where there have been 3 voice actors doing the same character. But the reason why that Sorensen could not do it is because his balls dropped. He started going through puberty and his voice was changing.
You know what's so funny is that I remember a scene here. I'll probably bring it up once. I'll bring it up later in this. When I believe it's right after their fish. They were fish and they sang the song "What Makes the World Go Round," blah blah blah. And then you hear the kid. I believe it's Sorensen, and he sounds like a normal kid. He sounds like a normal kid, whatever. And then it cuts to when Arthur is telling the story to like the his brother and whatever. And you hear him because the kid's like, yeah, anyway, we did that. Yeah, that was really fun, Merlin. And then the scene cuts and he goes, and then we went over and we did this. And he sounds like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
By the way.
And I'm like, that's not the same person. What happened here? Did he touch a tit? What happened?
So Sebastian Cabot is doing the voice of the narrator right now, but he also does the voice of Sir Ector. And if people are not aware, Sebastian Cabot played one of my favorite Disney characters, was Bagheera in the Jungle Book.
I love when I love Disney reusing their voice actors. It's one of my favorites because, but also you can kind of hear when certain ones are the certain thing. Like,
it's Arthur already.
Like, I believe his name is Junius Matthews. He plays Archimedes, the owl. Later in this movie, you'll hear his voice. And he was Piglet in the original Winnie the Poohs.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was Piglet.
Carl Swenson does Merlin, of course. I love how he's just bitching right now.
I love at what's it called?
No electricity.
Merlin's become a very popular character in the Disney parks. And if you go and meet him, people like to go up to him and like give him shit and be like, "Hey, where's Dumbledore?" Like because of Harry Potter, and he's like, "I don't know anybody named Dumbledore. I'm the greatest." It's like, this guy's got the biggest freaking cock out here, and I'm like, it's like, oh man.
So real quickly, I do want to listen to just like how he complains.
Yeah, right.
Like, I love how he's like, leave off with the chain, and he's like, it's the chain's fault that it hooked around your fucking knee.
Well, he was always mad about everything. Ooh.
First of all, like, I love that how Archimedes got introduced.
How do we explain the owl? Have him say who.
Did Ollivanders make his wand?
Oh god, we're getting too deep.
But come on,
too deep in the lore.
I don't think I'm not the only one that's wondered that.
I mean, well, at this point, if they can put all the Spider-Mans together, why can't they put Merlin and friggin' Dumbledore together? Really?
See, he doesn't like. Say what?
I forget. Is he adopted? Because that's
He-
not like his real brother.
No, he is adopted. By the way, when he says, "Oh no, that can't be it," surely he must be 20. He doesn't like the 20-year-olds. He likes the 11-year-olds.
That's turning this movie off now.
By the way,
I know it's the 60s, but come on. Let's calm down here.
Okay, the face that he just said when he's like, "Quiet, what?" Like,
I mean, like, well, it's kind of how. I mean, this is how Disney does it, though. It's all about faces, you know. If we have like some big dumb lug around here, that's what they got to animate it with. Mostly his eyes.
yeah, his eyes, like the way they.
Somebody that's much more sweeter, like Artie Wart, for example, they have bigger eyes. Heroes have bigger eyes.
He fell down and went boom.
Boom.
First of all, how the fuck do you like? Is it just real quickly like looking at Kay right now? Does it not look like he should be with Robin Hood? Like just the way his
part of the Merry Men.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be. He's not really merry. He's more of like the pissed off man.
He's part of the asshole man. He's part of the asshole man. And it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna run it. That's some scrawny legs. He skipped leg day, boy. So
I was gonna say I've seen more meat. I've seen more meat on a peanut butter sandwich than I've seen on this kid's legs. Oh God, that's the jugular right there.
In there.
That's fucking wolf, or is it a coyote? No, it is a wolf.
That's got to be a wolf.
Well, no, it is a wolf because Kay said the force is missed me.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I love the wolf.
I mean, but that's the funny thing about this movie, that there's not that much, you know, there's not that much like all kinds of conflict. The conflict is this, you know, there's lots of little scenes like this, and then like we never hear from it again. That's what's cute. It's a cute movie. It really is cute.
It is. So real quickly though, I was laughing because that wolf it just kept opening its mouth, and I'm just like, first of all, if he falls on you, he's going to snap you in half.
Yeah, he's not gonna. How are you gonna eat him? Are you going to like gobble him whole? If you can't even eat like a simple tree branch, what makes you think you're gonna eat this kid?
A stuffed owl. Well, dude, you're fucking fat. You're fat as an owl. Like, you cannot blame him for thinking you were stuffed.
Yeah, you're a chunky boy.
I love that little house that Archimedes had. That's actually a really cool little bird house that he has.
Right. That's a good one.
So by the way, Norman.
Oh, yes. Just what I want to
Norman,
feed my owl tea.
Norman Alden voiced Kay, by the way, and he actually was he was really well known for playing Kranix and Arblus in the Transformers movies in 1986.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Oh. So real quickly, how the fuck have you gone to the future and no other wizard has? How does he do time travel? I'd love to fucking know.
Well, like, that's the thing. I'm kind of wondering, like, you know, he goes and travels and everything and back in time. It's like
I'm just looking at that little train and it has eyes.
Yeah. How is like Artie not blown the fuck away by that? It's like, this is movement. We're used to like horse-drawn carriages. This thing is moving without like any sort of like horse or thing. How is this moving? I would be shitting my ass right now.
First of all, you just saying that reminded me of Jackass, the first movie, because Ryan Dunn actually said that when he
shit my ass.
Yeah, when he put the toy car up his ass.
Oh, dude. I remember that. That's a good movie.
Okay, real quickly, I love like the little mini characters that are actually in this movie, like the little fucking sugar thing.
Mm-hmm. Would you
Yeah, guess first,
would
you little
you
fucker.
would you consider these like an inspiration for the things in Beauty and the Beast?
I would have to say so.
Like when the dishes were dancing and like Be Our Guest?
Oh,
yeah.
100%. 100 fucking percent. How does it? Come on, can it really hold that much sugar?
It's magic logic.
It must have had an engorgement.
Yes.
Look at all that. Look at all that cocaine.
That's me with my Starbucks coffee in the morning. How much sugar do you want? Just show that picture. Just this. This is how much sugar I want. Thank you.
I love how he's dusting with his beer.
Hey,
of course, there is a scene here in about, I want to say, about 5-6 minutes with his beard that I always love. Don't touch my top.
Fuck off.
And of course, here comes one of the more memorable songs in the entire movie.
Oh yes.
But you know, like you said, this movie just brings back a lot of nostalgia because, you know, when I owned this movie, here's the thing: when I owned this movie, it was on fucking VHS. God damn it!
Right.
That skull. I wonder what the fuck kind of animal was that, by the way.
Everybody pay the fuck attention.
And of course, see, okay, I'm with you right now. How is Arthur not shitting his ass right now?
Exactly. I would be shitting my ass. Just everything. Like, do we not question this? Like, the biggest thing that we have is a sword and a freaking anvil in town square. And this guy's like, look, I can wave a stick and just turn everything small. Don't you just hate it when you have a selfish dish?
First of all, when he actually rhymed there, I actually read that was actually not intentional. They wanted him to just say something like really cranky to the sugar bowl, but he ended up actually continuing the song sort of, but in a speaking voice. And that owl just but yeah, when he actually was rhyming in that song, when he said, here you sugar boy, you're getting rough, that poor old tea set is cracked enough, like he said, it was not intentional for him to rhyme.
That's so fantastic.
Dude, if I could fucking pack like that, I would have been packing like so much shit when I go fly.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Artie with that same exact.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Magic won't solve all the problems, but wizards do it all the time. Here it is.
Been there. What anime? See, that's some great animation right there. Just making all those freaking, just like.
Could you actually imagine if? Could you imagine if someone actually had a beard that long and they did that? And they were all frizzed up.
There's got to be a context. I love how he walks in this. Merlin.
Yeah,
he's just like a man with a purpose. He's just always irritated. He just sounds like pissed off with this like uncivilized world. And he never wears pants.
No, but he wears pink underwear. Look, he wears pink underwear.
Oh my goodness gracious! What's that say on it? SOS? Like, oh.
First of all,
oh.
Okay, that was actually a little impressive how he did the jump with the wand.
Well, you know.
Oh god, that wolf right there. I kind of feel a little. I kind of feel a little sorry for that wolf.
Wile E. Coyote, eat your heart out. Like,
I don't even think Wile E. Coyote has that bad of luck.
oh goodness gracious!
At least he caught the road runner once.
At one point in time.
See, now that right there pisses me off. Like, you were walking in a one direction and you didn't even ask him where you were going. That's part of the dementia that he has.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, he's like,
after my
fuck
shift,
you.
that's what I feel like. Oh, we're going back down.
No, the wolf at this point, he's like, fuck this, I'm done. I give up for today.
Ain't even worth.
By the way, Jimmy MacDonald, who was the original head of Disney sound effects, the Disney sound effects department, and was also the second official voice of Mickey Mouse. That was who did the voice of the wolf.
Mm-hmm. Which you could probably hear that in other type of people, because they do a lot of like,
what the fuck? What the fuck, you fucking pig? Who eats a leg like that?
Hey, if you're hungry, man.
Well, I mean, see right there, you did say the foster father. Now, right here is a kind of a stolen scene from the Jungle Book, because there was also a scene just like that where the wolves are licking Mowgli's face.
Yeah, because they like to reuse a lot of animation.
They love to reuse.
So they did this one, and then they put that on. They put that on the.
So another thing about Disney back in the day is not only did they love to use the animation, but they also love to use sound effects over and over. That's why I was gonna say the dude, what are you getting pissed off at the owl for? He didn't do any shit. But
Archimedes takes after Merlin. He's just always pissed off. Just always mad.
Okay, right there. I don't blame Archimedes one bit. I would be a little pissed off. I'd be a little offended. That's what not going to school will get you, calling him Marvin. Actually, isn't that sounds like how a New Yorker would say Merlin, be like, hey, Marvin.
Hey, Marvin.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
I love these jovial but asshole-ish fat guys.
Hey, look, an overly sized fat snow cone.
Oh, it's cold around here.
And in July.
I don't want snow cone. I need something warm.
Oh, you and you're talking with your mouth full.
You're still eating. It's like turkey leg after turkey leg.
Jesus, he really is a snow cone now with all that snow.
He is.
Oh, come on. He doesn't use black magic. He's not Voldemort.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not he's not
stuff like it's drugs. Never touch the stuff.
Isn't it amazing how Merlin can do the Astio spell without even saying the word? Is it just that's the third Harry Potter reference made in this commentary already. Hey, look, he apparated.
Magic people. Magic people in a nutshell.
Muggles won't understand.
Muggles won't understand, man.
I love how Merlin is just fucking with this fat ass right here.
He just knows that he's just so much more intellectually superior.
Oh, no. Merlin is definitely intellectually superior by a lot because, first of all, like, I don't even, you know how I said that Merlin has dementia? I think, who is it? Hang on a sec. Let me pull it up. Sir Ector, the guy, the fat ass right there. I think he has dementia because he cannot remember Merlin's name. Like, how difficult is it to remember Merlin? That is not a hard name to memorize.
So just make yourself at home, Marvin.
So is it Marvin
I
or
love
is
how
it
he's able to
Marvin?
move. He can move with such swift and ease, and then when he goes upstairs, he's just a cripple.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. So real quickly, like I just asked, so is it Marvin or is it Marvin that he's saying?
I think it's Marvin. It's just
Okay. You know that makes a little bit sense.
If you put a bucket in there to catch everything, and then you just pour it down on the ground, what's the point of having the bucket?
There really is no fucking point. Wet sugar. That will not taste good.
This guy can literally like cast all kinds of spells. He can't cast a spell to just fix the place.
I did see. That's the one thing that bothered me about this is that you are a. Oh, by the way, this is how news got around back then. That was Uber back then.
Oh, that was CNN. Hey, look, CNN.
We're not fake. We're not fake news. We're not fake.
We're not fake news.
We're a creditable source. We're not CNN or Fox News. Also, real quick,
gracious, I would not be up there.
Also, no, real quickly. Also, that's how Amazon delivered back then, by horseback. but they could only carry 10 packages.
Just 10 packages. That's it.
That's all the horse could do. Wait a minute. How did you fit half of that wand in there? There's no way half of that thing gets in there.
No. So silly.
Okay, I'm starting to actually hear the Piglet voice, actually.
Yeah.
No, he was
Piglet.
actually I just looked him up. He was the original voice of Rabbit, actually.
Oh, he was Rabbit, not Piglet. Oh,
I was gonna say, like,
I was like, that's not
like
Piglet.
his voice didn't make any sense.
Now it makes much more perfect sense. A guy that's just always irritated all the time. Yeah, that sounds like Rabbit.
Okay, I actually like this guy, like the colorful dress scheme that he has. Like he's got the guts to wear pink back then.
I like when two dudes just hang out together and start drinking. In my Disney movies. Don't they usually drink? I think they're drinking. They're gonna drink.
Well, Sir Hector had I think he had wine.
Yeah, he's got wine.
That cookie duster that he has on it under his nose.
Goodness.
The way he the way he sniffs everything, God. Then the way his mustache moves. Okay, he actually looked drunk.
He just looks bored.
No, I think he
constantly looks bored.
Drunk. Wasn't that?
See, that's a different Artie voice. Did you hear it?
Yep. That really was. That was.
Anymore. He sounds like his balls drop.
That was the voice that actually touched the titty.
The one that touched the tit. Yeah, touched the titty.
By the way, wasn't that child slavery back then?
It's the director's kids, not really. If it's the director's kids, it's fine.
I like how there's like a couple raindrops coming down. It looks like it's
good detail.
Mm-hmm.
It's good detail.
That's some high-tech shit for medieval time right there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, bonk.
He fell down, went bonk.
Goodness gracious, that thing has to fall eventually.
Okay, he doesn't have dementia. He's got Alzheimer's.
He was sipping on that wine from last night.
So he's hungover.
Still got the drunkenness in him.
I love how Merlin was just like immediately offended by when he said, "Can't you remember one blasted thing?"
Well,
Does that horse have did that horse have a black eye? That horse had a black eye.
No animals were harmed in the making of this film.
We have to make sure PETA doesn't get a hold of this. The Wart. Like, that is such a terrible name.
What a horrible name to give a child. It's just
really, I no agree. Good Lord.
He said right direction and he moved it. That was intentional.
You know, as a kid, that was one of the first things that I noticed about that movie. I actually even told my mom when we were watching it together, is that as soon as he said turn in the right direction, as soon as he said direction, the helmet gets turned.
Right.
So real quickly, I just found out that Thurl Ravenscroft did a little bit of a cameo in this movie.
Where?
I think I know which one he is. So real quickly, we're gonna wait until that happens, but I want to make sure I catch the voice. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
See, that voice also sounds wrong too. Is it just me, or like I love how Disney? So real quickly, for 1963, the animation is unbelievable.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I mean, look, animation nowadays is beyond, what 1963 is. But for 1963, for how much little stuff that they had to do, the animation is absolutely incredible.
Oh yes.
There's a concussion.
Yes. Who? What?
Okay, real quickly, I just heard rabbit again.
That's right. Who? What? That's very rabbit.
So real quickly, most of the spells that Merlin does cast, most of the words, and I'm actually going to include Harry Potter. So a lot of the spells that Merlin casts, along with Harry Potter, are in Latin.
Yeah.
Which I think that's really, I think that's where J.K. Rowling said that she got kind of like her ideas for the spells is to just use Latin. And I think Sword in the Stone was actually part of that idea.
Right.
Why does a fish have fucking hair? What the fuck? Do you notice? Look, he's got like.
Yeah, he does. He's got like hair. A few like. He's got some Edda and Eddie whiskers. He's got.
Okay, real quickly, why are there swords and armor in the moat? Was there like a battle years ago?
They weren't too worried about They weren't too worried about things getting for pollution. It's fine.
Hey, look, the French have a role in this.
Oh, no.
Friggin' frogs.
I love how Merlin just lets all these things happen to him. Like, he never cares.
No, like Merlin, like I feel like Merlin, I'm not going to lie. I think Merlin actually found marijuana back then because he does not give a shit. Yeah, you can't say things like helicopter back in the medieval times because no one knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Smart. Your tail. Shake a tail fin.
Okay, real quickly, I'm just thinking of Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Keep swimming.
I always think of I used to have those sing-along songs on VHS back in my day, and
I remember those.
This song was on there. And I was like, this was like the only thing I knew from the Sword in the Stone before I even watched it. I was like, what is going on in this movie? I thought it was about King Arthur getting a sword and a stone. Like, why are we doing things with fish? Like,
So real quickly, did you hear him? He's like, there was a whoa! Like right there is his balls. That was his balls dropping. Oh, you're sick. Oh, you are nasty, dude. That is minion. There's that puberty voice. Like the way his actually, do you remember? I don't know if you had that problem growing up, but I like when I was like 13, 14 years old, my voice actually squeaked from time to time, and I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, for a while I had a real squeaky voice, and I used to talk like this a lot. So anyway, guys, I used to talk like that all the time.
So real quickly, Sir Pellinall, I forgot to mention, Alan Willen Napier Clavering, also better known as Alan Napier, did the. He was well known, by the way. He played Alfred Pennyworth in the Adam West Batman series.
I love those.
See, I kind of like it, but I also I kind of what's
sir, pardon me.
Fuck.
Pardon me.
What kind of catfish was that? I'm trying to figure out what kind of fucking catfish that was. Because I've never seen a fuchsia. Because that was definitely fuchsia, by the way.
Fuchsia.
That was fuchsia.
Fuchsia. I like fuchsia. Yeah, I'd call that fuchsia.
The only time I've ever heard the word fuchsia ever used was for the Fuchsia City Gym in Pokemon.
What's your opening Pokemon?
Oh, fuck me in the anus sphincter. Jesus. Oh, good. Yeah, that frog's like, fuck you. Get the hell out of my way.
Now we really do have Finding Nemo vibes. The Barracuda killing.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Now we got some straight up Finding Nemo vibes.
No way in hell. No way. That really is fake. Jesus. So to answer your question, my starting Pokemon. So first generation or second generation, by the way?
Let's go first.
Charmander. Yeah, I always chose Charmander. Like when I first started watching Pokemon, the first ever episode that I watched was Dig Those Diglett, and I remember Charmander made like a minute little cameo. And when I first saw it, I was like, dude, that Pokemon looks awesome. And I fell in love with Charmander. God damn, that really is an
scary, actually.
No, that is an evil. That is an evil fish, like with the yellow and orange eyes.
All about the eyes, man. It's all about eyes.
Okay, first of all, he saw your shadow, so he's not that stupid. Oh, God damn it! I've seen this movie before, and that actually scared me. Oh my God, there's another voice change. So, by the way, this is the only animated Disney movie from the 1960s that has not yet had a platinum DVD, a sequel, or a TV show, or a live-action remake.
Well, it wasn't... it's kind of weird. It's not the most popular thing right now. It was never really most popular. But you know what I will say? This has gained new life. And at Disneyland, they have this parade called Magic Happens. And they have a float of Arthur and Merlin. And Arthur's taking out the sword and the stone. So really? I think it's got some new life. And it's kind of cool that it's given some love recently.
Hey, look, a water owl.
Water owl.
Oh, first of all, like the sound effect that he made climbing up that fucking fence.
See, it doesn't look like he's trying to save him. It looks like he's trying to eat him.
No, it really. the way he was getting across the water. Oh, fucking A, you could wait a minute.
You could have done this at any time, Merlin.
He's an asshole.
I'm telling you, he keeps putting him in situations when he's supposed to be like his protector. This is some Albus Dumbledore shit. Dumbledore always putting Harry in like the worst situations where he could help him.
Yes.
There's
another voice change where it was.
So listen to how high and squeaky that voice was.
No, that because I think they had I think what happened was that they had a audio issue with that one because it sounded like he was gurgling or something.
So listen to Arthur's voice there. Well, listen.
No, I know which part you were. I know which part you were talking about. By the way.
So he sounds like that, and then once he jumps to this part, once they jump to the castle, it's so abrupt.
Oh my God! No, I need to listen to this voice change here in a second because
it's insane. Listen.
Oh God, that's the balls drop one.
It's just not even close.
No,
it's not even close.
Fucking God damn it. Seriously, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. That's child slavery, but back then it was good. Okay. Child slavery.
I thought you were talking about the voiceover. I thought you were talking about voiceover work.
No. I was talking about.
Oh, you were talking about him.
Arthur
yes,
in the
this
kitchen.
is child slavery, but this is medieval times. They didn't care.
I actually kind of like this voice actor right here.
This is probably the best middle ground.
I think that I don't know which one it is because I think the twins who also worked on this, I think they had the same voice, but the original voice actor though, the one that had the puberty, he was not the best one.
No, the balls drop. Heck no, he was pretty rough.
First of all, I love how Merlin is playing off how a squirrel's life is beyond dangerous. And here's the thing. I have seen squirrels in the wild. It is not dangerous. They do not live dangerous lives. Give me a...
Maybe in medieval times, they were probably eaten.
Real quickly, did you see where he had the... He threw up the wand and then he put his finger through the wand. So what they did right there, it was just like when they were packing, they just took out the suitcase. So that was another part where they put in, where they reused scenes. So this is the shortest song, of course, in the entire movie, but I think it's one of the best because of the jazzy tune.
Scrubbity, swibbity, flow.
By the way, the broom. So because brooms were being used to sweep back then, I guess Quidditch hadn't been found back then.
They were getting there.
Isn't it kind of amazing of how we're commenting on Sword in the Stone, but we keep going back to the Harry Potter references. I mean, it's so easy.
Telling you, I think J.K. Rowling was probably majorly influenced by, the story of King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table.
I think so. I'm starting, but again, I told you earlier that she watched the movie and she heard the Latin, and so that's how she got the idea for the spells in her book. So
right.
So I want to say that a lot, man. I want to say that, yeah, I think this movie had a lot of effect on her. Oh, come on. How do you miss a jump that easy?
Especially when he runs like he does when he's in human form.
Stupid old fuck.
Gravity is what causes you to fall.
Science.
Science.
Okay, this is one thing that science cannot answer. There is no answer to this.
Oh yeah, she liked the way you dictates.
Oh my god!
She's ready. She wants it, homie.
By the way, she's a ginger, dude. Come on. By the way, the ginger girls, the carpets do match the drapes.
Do you have experience?
I do. I can speak for one experience. I'll say that. I'll just
from one time.
Just one experience.
Okay, good to know. Oh goodness. She sure acts funny.
Because she's horny.
The cock. She.
Yeah, I was.
Sure acts funny. Yeah, they usually. Have you seen a man when he's ready for a woman? It goes both ways.
I'm serious. Like, I'm pretty sure the woke and the cancel culture would say that this is sexual harassment. So I'm really shocked that they haven't gotten their hands on this one.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. For the sake of my mental health, I'm not touching that.
Jesus, God, she's rough. Well, she must like it that way then.
I'm afraid you're stuck, dude.
Oh yeah, you're. It's like you're basically putting the ring on the finger. You're fucked. Okay, right here, Merlin's an ass. You dick. He gave him up. Threw him right under the bus.
Oh my god.
Okay, first of all, I've never seen a squirrel actually run underneath a branch. I've never seen that before. Right there. I've never seen a squirrel ever able...
Well, at least for that long.
Well, yeah, I think for maybe about a second.
Yeah. Go away.
No means no.
Go away, bitch.
Oh, wait a minute. No. That's just for men. No means no. It's just for men. For women, it's a free game.
Oh, no. Not touching that.
I'm kidding, by the way.
Oh,
I mean it.
Oh shit.
That's a concussion too.
There's lots of concussions in this movie.
Well, Arthur's gonna get some concussions right here. Ah, damn! Ooh.
Gracious. And we're sitting here watching this movie, and it's called The Sword in the Stone. And what's so funny is that we're like halfway through it, or a little bit more than halfway through this movie. And the funny thing, we don't do The Sword in the Stone until the end. Spoilers,
right? Like no, that's
the end. Everything else is just Arthur and Merlin hanging out. This could have been
real quickly that
Arthur story.
So
Arthur in the early years.
Holy shit, that is a fat squirrel.
Oh, he likes some beefy.
Hey, you're screwed, dude.
He likes some beefy.
I think the voice actor for the woman squirrel is a lot more funnier than the. It's a lot more.
Basically, how I talk to women, it's fine.
So real quick, I'm trying to get a factoid out and I can't because I'm just laughing.
I'm an old man.
That must be the first kiss you've had in centuries, dude.
I wonder how much poon Merlin gets.
Well, I know he's not into bestiality. Okay, first of all, that squirrel is strong.
Great. That narrows it down. As long as he's not into 11-year-olds.
Oh, so this movie had a budget of $3 million, by the way, and it made $22.2 million at the box office.
That's good money for 63.
I want to say you take in for inflation, that's about 10 million for budget, and about, I want to say maybe 35 to 40 mil. Whoa. Did you just see the way the wolf looked right there for a second? Like, it didn't look like that goofy wolf. It looked like a real like
menacing one.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever noticed it. Okay, real quickly, Arthur, she's about to save your life, so you need to fuck her now. Like, just give her the babies. give her squirrel babies and then dump her.
Laws of inertia.
Seriously, I do feel a little bit sorry for that wolf. I'm sorry. I feel just a little bit sorry.
You're just hungry. You want something. Aw.
By George. I love that line.
By George. Oh, she coming. Oh.
By the way, Martha Wentworth did
Wasn't she Madam Mim?
She was Madam Mim.
Yeah.
But she was called an actress of 100 voices because she did a lot of voice acting, but
yes, she did.
She did the voice of the elderly squirrel.
I think she was also like Witch Hazel from the Looney Tunes.
I think so. I think she was. Ginny Tyler. She was professionally known as Ginny Tyler, who was a voice actor, did the voice of that squirrel right there. And funnily enough, in 2012, she died in Ithaca, Washington.
Oh, in Ithaca, you know what? That's where my buddy lives. I was just there for a bachelor party.
I saw that on Twitter, dude. Like, did you have fun?
Oh, it was a blast. That was fun. We went to Snoqualmie.
Oh, you lucky motherfucker!
Yeah,
first of all,
I kind of and we did some snow.
I kind of feel that squirrel's pain because I know what it's like to be, heartbroken. I've been engaged twice.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, my man.
One was a beater, one was a cheater.
Damn it.
That's one way to stop him instead of stabbing him.
Sure.
How do you make armor for fat people back then?
You have yourself a good wielder. A good blacksmith.
Okay, first of all, I love that the man is a fucking walrus and he has no ass, by the way.
How was that just a bonk and not a full-on slice?
No, because I think he hit him with the
flat.
No, actually, it didn't matter if he would have hit him with the no way that breaks a sword, by the way. But
magic.
But if you actually hit someone on the head with a sword on the flat side, I'm willing to bet that the sides are still going to dig in just slightly. Ew. Oh. Okay, first of all, he's mopping the floors. He's getting dunked in water.
That's just waterboarding.
I was going to say, that is waterboarding.
You old goat, take that.
I'm fat. I can't get up. And he gets knocked into it.
I love how he's speaking bubbles.
Yeah. That was just absolutely hilarious.
That guy's the voice of the that guy's the voice of the Walrus and the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know Sebastian did that role.
He was look it up. I think he was the Walrus in the Carpenter scene.
So I'm looking up Sebastian right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what roles he did. So. So he was not in Alice in Wonderland, by the way.
No.
So he only did 3. By the way, he did 3 Walt Disney movies. He did Sword in the Stone, The Jungle Book, and The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Who was he in Winnie the Pooh?
He was a narrator. Yeah, he was a narrator. And by the way, his role in The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was his final role, role before he died. He died at the age of 59.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Wait, Hobbs? Oh, yeah. Oh. Slice the mop in half because that's showing him.
Take that.
Now, again, Dumbledore can't perform this kind of magic.
This is Merlin is just not there for the kid. He's not there for him.
No, he's an asshole.
He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
I'm just remembering that line from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's what I always say. He's an asshole. What are you going to do about it, Marty? He's an asshole.
By the way, so from what I read about, Jesus Christ, do you need to slap him that hard? For fuck's sakes. Anyway, about Sir Kay, I actually read up on Sir Kay. And
Flat Earth. Good God.
New world to be discovered in 1492. Yeah, that's not for another 1,000 years.
And not to mention, Chris Columbus did not do that, but
no, Chris Columbus was an idiot who got lost.
Exactly.
I love how animation did that, by the way, how an owl was able to turn completely 360 and just get like...
Well, he literally did that when he was wringing himself from when he was wet.
I do love that, by the way. That's one of my favorite things about animation is that it makes shit like that come to life. Well, technically there were no shoes back then. There were just like slippers.
Fair.
And he's just like puffing on the pipe.
Hey, you said he did discover marijuana.
He's your pupil. I love how he actually said that. He says pupil.
Pupil.
It sounds like a pill you take to throw up. Who the fuck could read that many books?
Do you know how to write? No, me dumb. The ABCs.
Good Lord, his handwriting is terrible.
Yeah, trust me, it's better than mine. My handwriting is horrible.
Can I, so real quickly, I don't want to be like, sound sexist or anything, but have you ever noticed that women seem to have better handwriting than men?
Sure, I guess they like things more pretty, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've kind of noticed that.
I've kind of noticed that women seem to have better handwriting than men.
Yeah, I could see it.
That's called a plane, but you wouldn't know that because it hasn't been invented. It's not going to be invented for the next 2 decades.
Two decades.
Or
Two
two
centuries.
centuries. Jesus fucking Christ. That just shows you how stupid I am. How do you not notice that your beard is rolling? You're looking at it. You stupid old fucking asshole. I love his laugh.
Men will fly all right, just like a rock.
And real quickly, this was actually the start of where Archimedes, I'm going to say this, Archimedes cared more about Arthur than Merlin did. Because he actually...
I mean, at this point, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man will fly.
Man, we fly.
There's another voice change. Jesus, goddamn, these voice changes, man. And real quickly, how do you not notice being turned into a bird?
I mean, how could you? Literally.
Okay, every time he said,
"Oh, there it is again."
Real quickly, this is how I saw that line. I'm a bird, I'm a bird, I'm a bird. That's another bad joke, by the way.
Oh, God.
I'm going to hell.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Come on. It's all in good fun. You happen to be a bird?
He's your pupil.
He's your pupil.
And then he slams him. He slammed him down so hard. Jesus. But no, this was actually the part in the movie where Archimedes, he went from being just like a miserable old owl, and he actually started getting happier. Like I noticed that about this movie is that he, like, at this point in the movie, he started becoming more happier.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think now he kind of has some free reign, and you know, he kind of gets to teach the boy because Archimedes knows he's smart, so I think that's what helps.
What would like? There's another soundbite that got used a million times in this movie.
Whoa,
dude! How is a rookie outshining you in flying? Okay, Arthur is okay. I'm gonna say it right now. Arthur is a show off. And Hawk!
Oh,
run or no, fly!
Run! Run!
I actually said run.
He says run.
I can't act. Okay, I'm gonna be truthfully honest, Richie. I can't believe I really said run.
Oh, that's so funny.
By the way,
this movie is literally just changed main character to animal.
Okay, real quickly.
Problem. A fish. He turns into a fish. We're running into a barracuda. He turns into a squirrel. We run into the wolf. We turn into a bird. Get a hawk.
And here we go. One of the best Disney villains of all time, Madame Mim. And again, like I said, Martha Wentworth does the voice. She was. I know Martha from a lot of voice acting, and she really was one of the greatest voice actresses of our time, honestly. And I by the way, I also love how Madame Mim's house was a witch's hat.
I used to find the hot version of Madame Mim slightly attractive.
Oh, so real quickly, I just found a trivia on IMDb. So when Sir Ector said "Hold it, Kay," 4 years later, they took the audio where Sebastian says "Hold it," but they had him record "Ka" when he did the Jungle Book. Is that not hilarious or what?
Wow.
Is it just me or was Disney cheap?
No, there's lots of people that were cheap. I mean, even like Hanna-Barbera.
Oh no, Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. Oh, Hanna-Barbera
Hanna-Barbera
was
used to reuse backgrounds all the time because
Scooby-Doo was a great example.
I weirdly enjoyed this song growing up. This was probably my favorite song.
This really was. This was one of the most enjoyable parts of the movie because, look, I don't think Madame Mim. I love this part, by the way. I got to be quiet for this. Ooh, the way she says it. But
yes, ma'am.
Oh, you're about to get horny.
Oh, geez, pardon me.
The only thing that I don't.
I mean, look at the waist. That's so ridiculous.
Swimsuit models only wish they could be that thin.
Oh goodness, that's ridiculous.
Real quickly, I'm just glad that I did not hear you I was not hearing you moan while you masturbated to it.
I didn't get that portion. It wasn't long enough. I didn't get that far.
Oh man, like I said, I love this podcast. I love doing this podcast because we can make jokes like this, and we know we're just joking about it. But we got a comment on YouTube.
Do we?
I don't know what the comment is. It says VYN.FYI. I don't know what the hell that means.
Thank you, sir.
If you were a mouse, you would actually win this battle because, was it Tom or was it no? Jerry was the mouse, right?
Jerry's the mouse.
Yeah, Jerry kicked the shit out of Tom.
Usually, yes.
The way he just like pecked the shit out of her nose.
You're just in time.
Yeah, we were playing a game. It was called I'm Trying to Kill the Boy That You're Looking After.
Cool. I call next.
I got winner.
I got winner. I got winner.
Oh, by the way, a Wizard's Duel. Real quick, I don't think J.K. Rowling got any. The way Merlin is walking.
Merlin just always walks so silly.
But anyway, no, I don't think she got inspiration from this one because the way they duel back then was different how Wizards duel now. Because wizards don't use transfiguration nowadays. They just use spells. I love how her voice was muddled in his beard. Pink dragons. And of course she breaks that fucking rule easily.
One. Cheaters, I say.
Nah, you bitch. Now she said no pink dragons, but she never said no pink alligator. Oh, wait a minute. No, is that fuchsia again? No, is that pink or fuchsia?
Magenta.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you very much. That's magenta. So
I
guess
brighten the colors on Disney Plus.
So this was the first advertising for T-Mobile then.
Ooh.
That had to hurt a little bit. Every time I see a fox, like every time I see this fox, I immediately think of Fox and the Hound. which was, I think, I think Fox and the Hound, not gonna laugh, was one of the biggest tearjerkers in Walt Disney films.
I mean, when she has to leave him in the forest because she raised him, how could you
Oh
not be crying on
no,
that?
as a kid, that broke my heart. Hey, just be thankful Ed's not around because he loves chickens. The way she laughed. This okay, real quickly, the splatting sound like
Cartoons, man.
So you're scared of him as an elephant, but
Well, I think it's also an aspect that, like, when they turn into an animal, they kind of get some certain instincts, just like when Arthur was a bug, or he was a fish and he ate a bug.
She bit her own ass.
Bit her own ass. This is honestly one of the best parts of this movie. It truly is.
No, it really is. Like, real quickly, like where he was still a mess, he thought, like, I love the way he sounded. Oh, god damn. Well, the reason why he wants to play rough is I think Merlin likes it rough.
Ready?
And of course, remember when Hector called him an old goat?
Oh. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That's pretty hilarious.
You cheating, bitch.
No dragons.
Oh, of course. You would take the technicality. I just love how Merlin actually gets her back, though.
I think this is the same music that they use for, like,
they use it for Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yes, right, dude. You had the exact idea that I had.
Like, did you hear that? I was like, I heard that. I was like, that's the same fire music from Robin Hood.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, in that. So, I think the next Disney film that we're gonna do, I think that's gonna be it.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, because out of all the classic like 60s Disney films, I think actually Robin Hood is my all-time favorite. I don't know why. It is just
that's probably your favorites.
I think it is my favorite.
I loved Robin Hood. I always thought because he was a fox, he was really cool. I like the it's very peaceful. There's something about, like, with the rain aesthetic, like, you know, the old British town. It's very peaceful.
Plus, let's face it, all of us love watching the prince suck his thumb.
That too.
So actually, Robin Hood was filmed 10 years or was made 10 years later after this movie. And one of my favorite Disney actors who did multiple roles for Walt Disney, jazz musician Phil Harris played Little John in that. And of course, Phil Harris, I don't think a lot of people know Phil Harris exactly from Robin Hood. They know him as Bagheera, or not Bagheera, but Baloo, excuse me.
Well, they know him as Baloo. He was Baloo. He was Thomas O'Malley Cat in the Aristocats.
Oh, he was. I forgot. Oh my God, that's another one of my favorite ones.
And he was also in a movie. It wasn't a Disney movie. It was a movie called Rockadoodle, made by Don Bluth in 1991.
Yes, dude. Okay, Rockadoodle is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated animated films of all time.
Funny enough, on my channel, youtube.com/LODickyPoo, I talked about Rockadoodle. I did a whole entire video on Rockadoodle. I covered all the Don Bluth 90s films on my channel.
So we are going to put Richie's YouTube channel here. And he broke his glass.
What a dreadful thought.
What a dreadful thought. He's already playing it off. Well, we know who's going to be a squire now. But no, Robin Hood, or not Robin Hood, but Rockadoodle. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Rockadoodle, Glenn Campbell, of course, played Chanticleer.
Glenn Campbell,
one of the best country rock singers, of course, of all time. And I think, funnily enough, Garth Brooks was up for the role.
Is that right?
Garth Brooks was up for that role, and he said no because he actually because he was busy during doing a tour at the time. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I think they chose the better one in Glenn Campbell.
Well, I talk about this in my video. You guys can watch it and you'd see. Glenn Campbell does well in the singing roles. In the voices, in the voiceover, I feel like he does okay, but he has difficulty matching the actual mouth from when I watched it.
Yeah.
And so,
look,
maybe
a wizard
because
rocket.
He's not a professional voice actor. Yeah, did you see that fucking rocket? That was great.
Dude, I want to know, are all those sparks coming out of his ass? or was the fuse still lit?
The world may never know.
His pink undies flew off, and he's just farting sparks.
Farting sparks.
Oh, real quickly, so remember when I said that Ravenscroft had a cameo in this?
Yes.
His voice is coming up here. I think I know which one now. Okay, real quickly, I just thought of a joke and I almost said it, but I'm not going to say it because it would piss people off. I am keeping my mouth shut for once.
Well, now that you said it.
No, real quickly, I want you. Yeah, some squire you are. You fucking left a goddamn sword. He fell and went boom again for a third time.
It's always just...
He's always falling down. Did they have locks back then?
He's got to have a sword.
Kay's got to have a sword. And here we go. Here's the sword in the stone.
The actual sword in the stone.
But it's in an anvil, so it's not in a fucking stone.
It's in something.
I'm backing away because I'm not Christian.
I'm backing away because I'm not Christian. Get out of here.
Hey, I'm Christian. I kind of had to make that joke real quick. By the way, for everyone listening to this podcast, I'm not atheist. I was Christian. I had to make that joke. But no, after this podcast is done, I will tell you what I was going to say because I will say it off. I will say it off the air because I'm not going.
YouTube will kick us off.
Oh, dude, YouTube would absolutely. There it is. I told you.
That's him. Yeah. If you guys don't know who Thoreau's Ravencroft is, he's the guy that did You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch in the classic holiday special. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
Among massive amounts of other things, especially for Disney. He was in the Enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was one of the main birds in the Enchanted Tiki Room. He does a lot of singing dubs and voices for lots of Disney movies. You can literally just look him up. He has been in so many different Disney movies.
He was one of the he was a really good singer though. I will say this. He was a great singer. He died in 2005 at the age of 91. He had a really good long life.
Oh yeah.
Not bad for a person out of Norfolk, Nebraska.
Norfolk, Nebraska.
You would think that it would be easy to pull out after I got pulled. Is it just me, or did we miss a huge opportunity for That's What She Said?
Give it all you got. That's what I say. Give the boy a shot.
I'm a little surprised that he did not do more voice roles.
I mean, it's such a beautiful voice. That yes,
no,
he
he really had one of those voices. Dude, did you see how wide his eyes went?
Look at Kay's eyes.
Oh, dude, Kay is just like pit. I think Kay is just like stunned. No, I'm king. Off with your fucking head.
I'm king. Piss off, guy.
No, off with your fucking head. But no, what I was saying earlier is that Sir Kay actually became one of the best knights in Arthur's Round Table. The only problem that I have with this Disney movie is that it kind of played Sir Kay and Sir Ector off as like not really like as villains, but just as those.
Well, they were just assholes, you know.
Yeah, just basically as assholes. But you did not tell him to. Well, oh wait a minute, never mind. He did say leave it alone. So I did kind of mistake that one.
But the only problem I do have with this movie is that it does kind of end abruptly. This is it. This is basically the
so the movie was only like a little over 70 minutes long.
Yeah, and you know, this is it. It was just the story of Merlin and Arthur hanging out. The Sword in the Stone was literally he just pulls it out at the end by circumstance, and that's it. It wasn't like, hey, I would have figured like, hey, let's take a trip or something. Oh, okay, somebody pulled it. Everybody pulled it. Oh, he didn't work, and then he tries it alone. Or something. Like I would have thought the plot would have revolve around that. It doesn't. It's just Merlin and Arthur hanging out. The movie.
Dude, nice fucking shorts. And he also has the Converse, by the way.
Yo, those are straight up high tops.
No shit. Those are Chuck Taylor's, motherfucker.
He's got them Chuck Taylor boys.
Oh, what one big modern mess. He must have survived the COVID. He must have survived the pandemic.
In the 90s.
So how, real quickly, you knew all about King Arthur and the Round Table, but you had no fucking clue that it was that Arthur? Like how? Oh God!
Which makes me mad because he's sitting there, like, boy, you're worth so much. You're worth so much. You saw into the future. You know that he was going to do this. That's something like television.
He doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Long way to the
so, again, so real quickly, let's go ahead and pause it now. Or actually, I don't know. It actually
it's over. It's over.
All right.
Getting King Arthur's Court recommended. No, thank you.
Did you get the same recommendation that I got?
Yes, I did.
All right, so that is Sword in the Stone. So it was a very short podcast, by the way. Richie's going to be joining. Dude, I got another. There's another comment on YouTube here just almost 10 minutes ago. It says, "Vum today."
Yes, I must vum today. Been there.
Anyway, so that's it for Sword in the Stone. Richie's going to be joining us here in a couple more weeks. It's all random whenever Richie is going to attend. But dude, Richie, I love the fact that you were actually a part of this podcast because no, dude, I love the fact that you were able to just actually have some fun, do some jokes, like especially them raunchy type of jokes, because that's what we are right here on BS Commentaries, is mostly raunchy jokes.
Hey man, yeah, that's what it's all about, dude. I like having my fun. You know, I try and keep things light and fun, but I also, you know, have a love of Disney movies. That's basically what I kind of started my channel with.
Definitely. So, by the way, for everybody wondering, you can go ahead and subscribe to BS Commentaries on YouTube. You can follow the podcast on Apple, Google, and Spotify. This podcast is going to be available tomorrow on all the audio networks. And next week, we're going to be having K-Hart's going to be back on here doing the regular show. He's going to be watching another movie he hasn't seen. Richie, I don't know if you've ever seen this one, but we're going to be doing Volcano next week.
Volcano, I've never seen that.
Oh my God. Jeez. Okay, you need to watch both Dante's Peak and Volcano, okay? Just after we're done, go on Amazon, go on any platform, get Volcano, get Dante's Peak, and watch those two movies. You're going to enjoy them. But no, I mean, real quick. So before we get it done, we always got to give our reviews of the movies. So, I mean, I'd love your review on Sword in the Stone real quick.
Yeah. Well, basically my quick little review of that is that it is a cute movie for the aspect of, you know, these old fashioned Disney films and everything. And, is it one of Disney's best? To me personally, no. It is kind of all over the place, and it's kind of something that doesn't have an identity. Like I said before, it's called The Sword in the Stone, but it's literally just Arthur and Merlin hanging out. It's the Arthur and Merlin hanging out, the movie. It could have had a different name, maybe, you know, King Arthur the early years, or Merlin, or something like that. I don't know. The Sword in the Stone, yeah, sure, they showed in the beginning, they showed to the end. That's it. It's a short film, so I guess that's not really that big of a deal. I wasn't really bothered by the kids' voices changing constantly. That really didn't bother me. But it is. I'm such a sucker for these like old English animated, like they're not English animated, but they're like based on like English folklore, like Sleeping Beauty, Sword in the Stone. Lots of these movies that are like this. Even Robin Hood, that when we brought up, old English. And I love the aesthetic of it, just the colors and the prints. And, you know, I live here in Las Vegas. I love the Excalibur. I always loved, you know, medieval knights and swords. And,
well, you have the Golden Knights there, so they
we
put on
got
a show
that
every
too.
night.
I'm not a Golden Knight fan, but
I know you're a real. You cheer for a real team like the Ducks.
Heck yeah.
So so the funny thing about me is that I actually became a Mighty Ducks fan when I was a kid, and it had nothing to do with the movies, by the way. Had nothing to do with the movies. I fell in love with the Ducks because of Paul Correa. So I love the Mighty Ducks because of Paul Correa. I'm always going to cheer for the Ducks. No doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm always going to cheer for the Ducks. But I am a Seattle Kraken fan, of course. So I'm a two-team fan. And
you know what? That's fair. And I love the Kraken. I'd buy one of their jerseys because my buddy lives in Seattle. That's who I was there for that bachelor party. He lives in he went to UW. He went to UW, University of Washington. And then
I know what UW is.
Works
Come
for
on, man.
OfferUp, the app called OfferUp, and he lives in Issaquah and Issaquah, whatever.
Issaquah, yeah.
Issaquah. He lives in Issaquah, and I went up there for a little bit.
You got to real quickly. You got to pronounce it. You got to pronounce it correctly. If you pronounce it wrong, the Native Americans are going to get on your ass.
Issaquah.
There you go. Issaquah.
Issaquah.
Right. But anyway, no, if you actually do mispronounce that, especially with Washingtonians listening, they will get pissed off.
Issaquah. But yeah, I went up there, and it's a great place. I love Seattle. I almost moved there one time, and I do love the Kraken. I know they're very good. Neither are the Ducks, but yeah, I love it up there, and it's a beautiful country up there. And, yeah. I love the Kraken jersey. I want to buy one myself. But overall,
so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will DM you here in a little bit. I can still get a discount at Lids for 40% off. And I think the authentics are about $120 with my discount. So, you know, if you Venmo me the money, I'll get you the jersey and I'll actually pay for the shipping. I'll ship it to you.
Thanks, homie.
No problem. No problem.
Gotcha. To end with the movie, my review of it is probably like, I don't know. I'll give it like, I mean, it's something I could turn on. I'll probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not my favorite Disney movie, but I can definitely turn it on and I'm not going to hate it. But It's it's cute. It's cute. It's got some cute scenes, but it's kind of like it's kind of fumbly and a little all over the place, which for sometimes it's okay, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10.
Well, not to mention that Merlin either has dementia or fucking Alzheimer's. God damn it. But anyway, no. So my review on Sword in the Stone is it's a timeless classic. It's a very underrated Walt Disney movie.
Sure.
Very highly underrated. There was a lot of, like I said, I didn't even know that Ravenscroft had a cameo in this. I had to look it up on Wikipedia. I had no idea until now. But
right.
No, this movie brings a lot of nostalgia back to me because, growing up in the 90s, of course, all we had was VHSs. And, when I had a down day, when I wasn't at school, whenever I'm bored, I pop in Sword in the Stone and I love it and I laugh my butt off like as a kid. And I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 6.5. Definitely give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I can't give it less than a 6. But I can't give it I can't bring myself to bring it a 7.
The best song of the entire movie was the Madam Mims song, though.
Oh hell yeah.
So,
but there was something about that smooth, jazzy little, washing the plates.
I told you, man. What did I tell you? I mean, so, like I said, that is going to do it for this episode of BS Commentaries. We are going to be back next week with both me and K-Hart are going to be back. Richie is going to be back. I want to say in about 3 weeks. He'll be back in 3 weeks doing Robin Hood with me. I don't know. So tomorrow or next Thursday, excuse me, after Volcano, K-Hart is going to be choosing the next 2 movies for the commentary. So I'm actually a little excited what he has because he picked a really good movie in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. But Richie, dude, I love the fact that you are a part of BS Commentaries, that you are going to be doing Walt Disney movies with me every now and then, man. And dude, I had fun on this podcast.
This was a good time, man. This was great.
All right, man. So that is going to do it for BS Commentaries. Me and Richie, we're out of here. So until next week, folks, me and K-Hart, we'll be back. So Richie, have a good night, brother.
Thanks, guys.